What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Fast Nigel bringing you another Company of Heroes 2 replay. On the right hand side we have StumTigerSage6. We're just going to call him Tiger. And on the left hand side we have PanzerGrendierAngreifen. We're just going to call him Pansy, if that's alright with you. Now, I've actually watched 3 of Pansy's matches today, and every single one of them, he has absolutely annihilated his opponent. So we're looking at least one very good player here. Tried to look for him on the leaderboards. I couldn't find him, so don't know that he is known by many, but with that being said, he might very well be on there. The leaderboards, the way they're set up, is kind of annoying. They are segregated by, I guess, their rank, depending on what race they use. And maybe this is intended in the way that they've structured it, because obviously it's not like StarCraft where you generally select one race. Typically you do see every player using every race, at least from what I've seen so far. So like I said, it is segregated by faction or by army, and there's no way to view all the leaderboard with all the players. Sorry, there's no way to view the leaderboard with all the races mixed together to see who's overall at the top, unless there's an option that I didn't see. So maybe somebody could help me out if they know anything otherwise. That would be great. As we do see Pansy setting up some heavy defenses here in terms of the sandbags with the Volksgrenadiers.
The Germans just cut off our supply lines.
Pansy setting up his medical field hospital in a very good place behind this hedgerow here. It's going to eliminate a lot of line of sighting that Tiger is going to be no doubt employing on the battlefield. Looks like he's gotten some what do you call this? The hazard removal package, and he's setting up some barbed wire next to the heavy cover like a boss, but getting eliminated in the process. So never a good idea. Riflemen coming up to this heavy cover, which is what you want to do against garrison units there. And they're already vetted up to vet 2, which is great. Volksgrenadier swinging from the right hand side, right flank. Vastly outnumbering the riflemen. He really needs to get them out of there. A poor retreat path to no fault of his own, and he loses the squad. Oh no, sorry. They're gonna get out of there, it looks like. It looked like he had lost his entire squad there, but
God damn it! Someone get us out of here!
with that bonus to their defense as they're retreating, they get the hell out.
Our riflemen will now be better trained before deployment.
So Tiger making good use of his micro in terms of making it difficult, making life difficult for Pansy. Setting up that barbed wire on the defensive side to eliminate him from using that cover that he's planted there. Retreating that rear echelon squad, seeing that he's outnumbered. Great stuff. Great stuff. Stum Pioneers maneuvering out of action. Finding a little nook, a little cranny there so they can hide from the enemy as they cap. So I'm sure you guys have noticed here, Tiger going for Rifle Company. Many casters out there say this is the greatest of the U.S. forces commanders. which I have yet to determine myself, but I'll take their word for it.
Our supply line just got cut off.
Volks Grenadiers working their way up the top here. Some action in the bottom. Lieutenant squad out, riflemen as well. Great maneuvering on both flanks here. Completely outnumbering. Converging on the medical truck. Medical field hospital, whatever the hell you want to call it. You're going to have to excuse me, I'm a little slow. Especially with the terminology in this game. Failed grenade there.
We're losing a capture point.
So good job getting him out of there. Probably losing more men than he had to there. But Tiger converging right onto the field hospital truck.
Our supply line is cut.
I'm going to call it something different every time. Tiger making great use of his units. Getting some great map presence here. Map control. Looks like Pansy's just capping random spots. Not really establishing any front for himself. So I'm not too sure about that strategy. In fact, I'm almost positive it's kind of a waste of time.
The capture point is under attack.
Volks Grenadiers taking positions behind these positions of cover. Forcing retreat, so great job there.
Heavy truck waiting for deployment.
I can't see where. Oh, here it is. Here's where the fire is happening. Rear echelon troops capping the bottom point here.
Area's ours.
So looking at the unit count here, looks like we got 4 riflemen. Lieutenant squad rear echelon as well against 4 Volks Grenadiers. So Tiger doing a great job of keeping his troops, his troop numbers up.
Capture point is being overrun.
And rifleman, excuse me, rifleman getting that flamethrower. Great grenades there by the Volks Grenadiers. It's probably one of the rifle company's strongest points there, with the riflemen able to get those flamethrowers. Very cool indeed. We have the lieutenant squad garrisoning in this wooden shack here, causing a retreat on the, looks like a rocket, the anti-tank rocket. Shrek squad coming in. Getting those grenades off, but great micro there by Tiger, getting his lieutenant squad the hell out of there. Hopping over the fence, he's looking to maneuver and possibly retreat. Instead, he's going to fire a few more rounds. Swinging some of his riflemen from the right hand. Seeking that heavy cover. Looks like we got a firing squad here behind the tank. This rifleman squad probably should consider retreating. One of his troops obviously carrying that flamethrower, so completely useless at this range. It is a good thing that he's behind heavy cover, but he should get out as soon as possible. Jaeger light infantry maneuvering out, knowing that he's outnumbered. Using that rush ability, what's it called? Sprint, of course. Pursuing with his riflemen. Hoping to get that flamethrower on target here. Getting that grenade and also, oh, well done. Well done there.
Fire! Return fire!
Maneuvering down the bottom side here, catching that anti-tank rocket off guard, but quickly becoming overwhelmed by the infantry of Pansy. Hopping over that fence, he tries to mount a retreat. If he gets out of this, I'll be very surprised. Wow. That's cool. That's great. Completely outnumbered here. The only thing saving him, of course, is the flamethrower, doing some extra damage with the guys behind cover, causing him to maneuver out of there. Surprising, although he might be flanking around the left-hand side of these shrubberies. No, instead he's going to go back to his home here. So looking at the map, it looks like Tiger is completely overtaking Pansy in terms of map presence. So quite surprising in a sense, because I watched this guy play twice already and he absolutely annihilated as we get a good grenade off here. Good micro here by Pansy getting those guys out of there. Getting some good shots off. Surprisingly, Volksgrenadiers taking the brunt of the damage here against a less number of troops. Lieutenant Squad, double vet, trying to make short work of this Volksgrenadier squad, although they are using. A couple of his guys started attacking the building, so that's not good. And of course, you guys probably noticed here we have we have Pansy going for the scavenge doctrine. So obviously that's a pretty micro-heavy doctrine, being that three of them do require you to micro your troops pretty heavily in order for them to be effective. Tiger doing a great job of keeping this point here, this retreat point, under constant pressure. Pansy having a difficult time dealing with this. As we do have a, what is this? The Flak Panzer coming out, so great counter to what we're seeing on the field by Tiger. It doesn't look like Tiger's got his captain squad, so it doesn't look like he's got anything to deal with this Flak Panzer. It is unfortunate, though, that the Flak Panzer is not being a bit more aggressive. Since he's shown his hand here, he does want to make complete use of his surprise. It would be nice to see him maneuver around so we can get some good shots on the flank here. Instead, he's going to be very passive. Heavy cover gets destroyed here. As we do see an Easy 8 coming out here. Gonna want to be careful revealing that armor. Oh my goodness. Looking to get those run over kills, road kills. Unfortunate for Tiger, this Flak Panzer is on the Panzer IV chassis, I do believe, so pretty good armor on that thing. Easy 8 moving up, perhaps not seeing all the anti-tank here. Huge engagement in the middle. He really doesn't need to get out of the blast range of that flamethrower, but he does force a retreat instead. So it looks like Pansy is growing a pair and moving forward here. Looking to regain some map control here. Love those Jaeger Light Infantry. I think those guys are great. I like their little logo or emblem there. Great, great, great. Pansy moving to the middle here, ignoring that middle position, instead moving him to the top. Going straight for this garrison building.
Anti-tank gun has taken the field. Retreat.
Not sure what the lieutenant squad is thinking here. Rifleman looking to get that anti-tank rifle grenade off, and they do so splendidly. Getting that engine damage, moving that Easy 8 up, looking to perhaps get a kill on this Flak Panzer. Although Pansy has set up his anti-tank rocket in a great position in response. Great maneuvering by the Easy 8 here, looking at outflank both anti-tank guns here, taking out the Flak Panzer. Good stuff. Tiger making great use of his resources. I haven't really seen any pooling of manpower, ammo, or fuel. Pansy doing the same thing, so good to see. Forgot to mention their bulletins. Looks like we got a heavy investment into the rifleman and as well the grenade. 7% farther, that's pretty cool. I suppose that's pretty useful. And Pansy kind of going for the same thing, heavy investment in his Volks grenadiers. And we do see them utilizing those, as we see a lot of Volks grenadiers on the field, as well as riflemen. Great management by Tiger with his riflemen. You can see most of them are Vet 3, including his vehicle crew here, which just got annihilated apparently. So the Jaeger at range doing some good damage there. Knowing how powerful they are at that range, he gets his lieutenant squad out of sight. Another Easy 8, another two Easy 8s, sorry, on their way. Looking to take out this midpoint here. The Geneva Convention does not apply. Fantastic, as he brings another supply truck here. I guess looking to get a few road kills, but it's just too damn slow. It's a great job taking out that supply truck. Excellent skill, as you can see. Unfortunately, Pansy's going to have to wait another minute or so. Or what is that? Another 3 minutes or so. I'm very good at math, as you can tell. Yeah. So a little bit surprised that Pansy's not putting up a great fight here. It looked like he really knew what he was doing, as he gets off some great grenades there, causing a retreat. Another wasted grenade there.
Anti-tank battery is ready for deployment.
Easy 8 moving up. backing out as he's identified that is a kill zone. But soon he's going to be able to tell that those guys have retreated as he moves up to cap the middle point.
The Americans have cut our supply line. Return fire!
So Panzer clearly on the back foot, looking to replenish his troops with
Grenadier, ready for action.
with a sense of urgency here, as he is down to almost 100 points with no sign of improving, as he does start to send his troops up the top here, noticing that Tiger is capping his last point there at the top. We have a small engagement in the middle here.
Keep low and return fire. Location captured.
So I believe Pansy is identifying this, and that's why he's building the Jaeger infantry, but he should be noticing, of course, the riflemen of Tiger are all using the flamethrower. He really needs to build more of these Jaeger infantry and be keeping
You've fallen to 100 points.
Tiger
Good hit.
he needs to be keeping him at range so that the flamethrowers cannot get their bursts of flame on them.
Get Burma ready.
Phosphorus going off.
Truck is ready for orders. Combat promotion received. Grenadiers under attack.
So I can't say I agree with the choice to get another flak panzer.
Command level capabilities ready for deployment.
Just gonna speed it up here. Panzer moving up the left here. Great grenade, taking out half the anti-tank rocket.
We are down to 75 points. Our resource sector has been cut off from our supply chain.
Double Easy 8's moving in on the Shrek team. Looking to get some road kills here, as they run right through the tank and retreat. Anti-tank units here without a whole lot of support. They do have the flak panzer, which is good to see. Getting off some great shots there, taking out the entire squad. A fairly heavy investment here to take out those Easy 8s, which is understandable since there are 3 on the field that have virtually been untouched. But as a result, he is lacking his map control ability and his mobility. So 2 Easy 8s taken out just like that, so I guess that's great. I mean, if he can do that, then perhaps this is worth it. Although he is getting overrun by infantry here, as they do steal one of the anti-tank rockets. Oh, and great capture here by Pansy, taking an Easy 8, claiming it for himself. I've never seen that before. Took out the flamethrower tank, and the guy runs off. Black Panzer getting destroyed. So with only 28 points, looks like Pansy is on his last move here.
Consolidate. We are down to 10 points.
As Pansy's points drain down to 0 here, he's probably kicking himself for building that Flak Panzer. Even though it was quite effective versus the infantry, it did limit him in terms of his ability to take out those Easy 8s. And that is the match. So guys, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, feel free to give me that follow, click that like button, and if you're feeling extra generous, you go ahead and you subscribe, alright? You take care now. Bye-bye then.